Sam Bone, a famous European result for Shelbourne. How's that one feel?
Unbelievable, Steve. Yeah, look, I don't really know what to say. I'm still trying to take it all in. That VAR I hate. But no, look, it's only half time. It's an unbelievable result, but we're not getting carried away at all.
The manager spoke during the week an awful lot that he looks at these games as 4 different halves of football. Did the end of that game there feel like just getting towards half time? Or?
Yeah, no, literally. Even Paddy said there at the end, he caught me smiling. He put me right in my place, and rightly so. You know, it's nowhere near done. Look, strip it all back. It's obviously a great result. They're the Croatian champions. It's unbelievable, but you know, we've got a big game on Saturday now. It probably sounds cliche, but we go to that game and then we'll look at this one after that. So.
When you look at it from the outside, I mean, this will look like a huge shock for people looking around. Were the group confident coming into this game to pull something like this
100%.
off?
I said it all day today. I said it yesterday as well. I just smelt it. I just felt it from the boys. You know, we were all pardon the pun, but we were all sort of locked in, and we were looking forward to this game. You know, we spoke about how we had to stay in it. You know, it was going to be tough, but as you can see there, we grinded it out and managed to score 2 goals. And going back to the question, no, it wasn't a shock because, like I said, we felt like we could do something.
The timing of all the goals seemed important. They obviously scored not long after half time. Felt like it took the wind out of sails a little bit, but some reaction from the group to stay alive and go and get the equaliser.
Yeah, look, the staff are going to like this one, but they were harping about it today. Stay in the present. It was the next action. You know, if you made a mistake, whatever it was the next action, and you know, I suppose that worked to a T because it would have been very easy for us to maybe feel sorry for ourselves considering how well we've done, but straight back at it, got the goal, and and then Johnny Martin then did terrific there to score his header, so happy days.
I remember interviewing you in Gibraltar last season when you scored an equally as probably important European goal for Shelbourne. Just talk us through your goal.
It's still like, I don't know, I can't sort of, that VAR, man, I just hate it. I absolutely hate it. I was so excited, and then it looked as if it was going to go to VAR, so the emotions right now, I'm not really, I need to sort of take it in a little bit more, but look, like I say, when I strip it all back and I look at this game maybe tomorrow or something when I'm chilling there with music, and it can be something to be proud of. And yeah, look, obviously just delighted to help the boys out. This squad is unbelievable, the staff's unbelievable, and to contribute like that just puts a huge smile on my face.
One of the probably proudest things of that performance, looking at it from a supporter point of view, is under no circumstances where we battered in that game. It wasn't a case of we clung on for dear life and held on to the lead. Is that just a sign of the group again? It was very calm, composed, there was no sense of panic.
100%. I think obviously we pride ourselves on our defensive displays, and I suppose that came into play tonight. Like I said, we knew, you know, we didn't want to be naive going into it. You know, they're the Croatian champs, you know, they're an unbelievable side. They beat the likes of Dynamo Zagreb to the title, so we knew that we weren't going to have the lion's share of possession. You know, there's an experienced group in there when it comes to Europe, and we knew that we were going to be under the cosh a little bit, but we got a chance, we had to take it. And you know, maybe last week or the week before that when we played Karabakh, we didn't, and you know, they punished you in an instant. So it was nice tonight to get the 2 goals, and yeah, I'm harping on here, but
it will be coming across in the interview here, away to your left there, the travelling Shels fans, 100 odd of them. They've been to Baku, they've been to Northern Ireland, they've been here. How important is it to have a group like that here?
Yeah, look, it's unbelievable. You know, we obviously know they spend their hard-earned cash to travel here, and it costs a lot of money. And yeah, I suppose to give them a result like that is amazing. But I hope they don't get too carried away because it's only half-time. We're going to need them in a big game next week. But like I said, we're actually going to need them as well on Saturday because it's another really big game.
Yeah, speaking of not getting carried away, you've mentioned Saturday there. I think people can sometimes get lost in these kind of glamour-ties, if you like, but it's a massive game on Saturday. We had a huge result in Sligo last week in between games. Just how important is that game going to be?
Yeah, so important. I think if we win that, then we springboard back up to the top 3 or something. So we're under no illusion of how big of a test it's going to be. You know, they're flying at the minute, Bohemians. So yeah, it's going to be a big game, but we have to recover right and go again on Saturday.
Thanks, Sam.
No worries.